Ka Kongres ka Badan Hakaliang Persya mentagasngi kala Dawa na ka sorkar jylla bakadai ban pentip pajba ya ki kyrteng jong kitu gi bayo yuk nyang jingpang covid khat khandai kat kum ka jingong jong u ka Kongres ka Badan Hakaliang Persya mentagasngi kala Dawa na ka sorkar jylla bakadai ban pentip pajba ya ki kyrteng jong kitu gi bayo yuk nyang jingpang covid khat khandai kat kum ka jingong jong u zenet sangma u badai u nong ai ktien jong ka Kongres Legislature Party hapo ka jylla ka jing dan kam jong ki pajba bantip ya kyrteng jong kitu gibayo ya te kunyang jingpang kalong bakin la ban yada bat ban husiar ya lade khanang bauni kunyang online na kajing sapriang shushu na kaliang jong zenit ulayathu bah katayo baladap ha kajing yalang blakhot da u speaker jong ka Meghalaya Legislative Assembly ka seng kala Dawa ya kani kaju na ka sorkar ban pentip pajba ya kyrteng jong ki nong pang covid ka khandai henrei ka sorkar kala kentaj da ka ba kala ong ba kan sakta ya kitu ginong pang hapo ka imlang kasalang ni kin sa sya apet khmat halor gani ka benta mentagasngi na kaliang jong uzenit ulong lada kadon kanu ka jing sya akta ya kite ginong pang tang nak benta ba penpau hi kyrteng kaniru kadai ka jing bamla jong ka sorkar ban pensyai ya ki pajba banum don kanu ka jing khanban ne iban ya kitu gi bayo ya uni khnyang jingpang uzenet ulak no ru ba nakaliang ka sorkar kamsim lala ban tehlakam satya ya ka khlam covid kat khandai hapo ka jylla hadu bakaladon ka jingkiu ka baman lagasngi ulak no banadu ka basdang balawan phai kinong snong na sabar ka jylla ka sorkar kamsim la penbiang satya ya ki rukom test henrei la sule tang da ki thermal scanning hang thia hapo khardop ba ki kiwan rung bat lapha no eki bakin le eki quarantine hayeng ke balawan ra jingma ki pajba namar ba don na pedeng kini ki bawan phai hadian bala test biang da ka RT PCR lalap ba kilong covid khat khandai positive unong elam ke Kongres ula kenno ru halor ka jing kentai jong ka sarkar ba gadon ka jing priang jong ni nyang jingpang hakisnong ki thau da ka ba ula ong ba kumba kalong menta ka jing kiu jong uni khnyang jingpang kapan i bakadon kajing pur stat ru hakisnong kitau ni syaki pajba.
We have called this press conference to express our concern and discontentment about the way that this present government is handling with the COVID pandemic in the state of Meghalaya. And the way the government is being insensitive to attend to the suffering people because of the flood in certain areas of the state of Meghalaya. Start with COVID pandemic. Right from the beginning, when we were bringing the stranded friends from outside the state, they didn't handle it properly. Without any proper test, at the first instance, they were sent for home quarantine. And after doing such for many a time, when certain positive cases were found, then only the government reacted very lately and started saying that the confirmatory test, RT-PCR test has to be compulsorily done. But before this, just by doing thermal scanner, if it was negative, they were allowed to go home for home quarantine, and thereby, after going home, certain people were found to be positive, and I'm afraid there may be transmission to other people also quietly, which We may not know also. And secondly, the way this government through the district administration allowed certain people to go to outside the state for attending wedding function and coming back and celebrating their wedding party. And in the last meeting, we demanded that the names of those people who are having positive cases might be disclosed to the public so that each and every one of us will be in a better position to fight with this COVID-19 virus and keeping ourselves safe, because this fight is not the fight of the government alone. This is the fight which each and every individual has to participate. Then only we can achieve in fighting against this virus. So when we are not knowing as to where the virus is present, then how can we save ourselves from the virus? That is why it is very, very important that the names of those who are having positive cases should be disclosed, whereby every individual will be in a position to fight against this virus. In the last consultative meeting, where I also attended, from the opposition side we demanded it, but the government has denied. I will tell you one instance. In Southwest Garo Hills, one positive case is there. It is known. I know the person. And many people from our district, they know. Nothing happens. The other people are supporting them, their family. The person, I know the name also, the person who is having positive case of COVID-19 in Southwest Garo Hills district is from Samanpara. And this fellow, because of some police case against him, he was absconding and he fled away, went to Chennai, and he was engaged in some small job under some company. Then he came back from Chennai with one friend. Then he was put in institutional quarantine for 14 days. Then his nasal swab was collected, sample was collected for the test, and he was allowed to go. And after he went home, the result became positive. Just imagine. Then after going home, he was mingling with other family members, and other friend is now absconding. So will it not be correct if we say that community transmission has already taken place? Repeatedly, when we were asking the Chief Minister, the Honorable Chief Minister is denying that community transmission has not yet been there in Meghalaya. You can see some interview also. In the interview, he was responding in this way only. So, my dear friends, the government will have to therefore pull its shock as far as fighting against this dreaded disease, coronavirus, is concerned. And after lockdown has been opened partially with some restrictions, wearing of mask has been made compulsory. And if somebody is found to be not wearing mask while moving around in the public place, he will be subjected to give fine. and action will be taken. But the system is there, it is not being enforced. I can see in the market area, crowded area, there are lots of people who are moving around without wearing mask. So, if rule is there, if law is there, but if even though law and rule is there, if it is not enforced, what is the point? That is why we reiterated that some strict, stringent action has to be taken, thereby creating deterrence so that people will have some sense of fear and follow the rules. That is why I appeal to each and every one of the state of Meghalaya to be very, very cautious. We are yet to know when we will get the vaccine. And so long we don't get the vaccine, we'll have to buy time. Apart from anything else, our life is most precious than anything else. That is why maybe your business, maybe your some other activities may not be in progress, but then priority has to be given to save our lives. That first level assistance they can give on in their own level only. The government has failed in creating awareness, making people aware of the disease, how it is spread and how to take care of oneself. Because what I could see, when the lockdown was relaxed, people were in jubilant mode, as though some curfew has been relaxed and now they can move everywhere. So it implies that people are not aware. Because I have given the example of Samanpara case. No stigma is being found there. People are rather helping out them. No need to go to market, we are going to help you like that, no? They are helping rather. So in your neighborhood, if virus is present and if you don't know, how will you take care of yourself? That is why it is very, very important. Come what may, the precious lives are more important than anything else. He has also come back from Chennai. So what will be the primary context with these people? Some will be known, some will not be known. So the authorities in the district, they are trying to trace them out. Meaning, after the thief is stealing something, as though you are going to lock the door. It is going to happen like that only. He has been brought back. One person has been brought back. Even I know the name, but I will not tell you. But another friend of him is absconding. Yeah, positive. Now, his family members, they are being tested. The result is being awaited. You see, these things will have to be foreseen beforehand. Because we should be always proactive as far as handling of these things are concerned. Whoever it is, whether it is our own people or from any other organization coming inside our state from outside the state, will have to be screened properly. So these things should have been taken up with the BSF, and in the last consultative meeting, I brought this issue to the notice of the government. Even in Garo Hills I could see. Not necessarily that only Umpling there may be positive cases with the BSF. Even in Garo Hills, like when it has been exposed in Umpling campus, just before that some of the BSF personnel might have transferred to Garo Hills also on other parts of the state also, wherever they are present. So there also it may spread, it may be transmitted if somebody is carrying virus. And I could see in Garo Hills, this BSF personnel, they are moving around freely. They are going to fetch water in the tanker. They are buying vegetables from the roadside. They are sitting in the tea shops. So these things they will have to take up. The government should take up with the BSF and restrict all these things.